Hey guys, Fox here. Wanted to do a video response to a video that Bobby from Manboy Cave did either early today or yesterday, I can't remember. But I thought it was pretty interesting, and that was top 3 companion characters in video games. So I went ahead and put a little thought into it, maybe 10-15 minutes, much like Bobby. It was just a pretty cool, interesting subject. And instead of doing a comment, I wanted to do a video response. So this is going to be fun, and to start things off, I'm going to copy one of Bobby's picks, and that's going to be Morgana from Persona 5. Really enjoyable character. By the way, this is a plush from one of the collector's editions. Anyway, very good companion character, but not also just a companion, but was also a combat character, and actually had a deep storyline involved with him as well. So he's borderline a main character, with, the rest of the characters. But he's also a companion because he's with you all the time, even in his cat form and his cat form. I loved his squabbling he did with a lot of the characters. I liked how he had interesting thoughts to put together with Joker. I really enjoyed his own personal story of trying to discover who he really was. So it was a very in-depth character for a companion character. Up next is an interesting one, and I'm not sure if I could classify this as a companion character, but I'm going to anyway. So it's going to be from my favorite game of all time, BioShock. So as a lot of you know, the main character Jack, when he first gets into Rapture, he is contacted by a character called Frank Fontaine. Now, this character is kind of a companion through a good chunk of the game. So he teaches you a lot of things, he helps you get through a lot of the game, but there's obviously a twist. And spoilers right now, I'm going to go ahead. If you don't want to hear them, just skip ahead until the next character. But anyway, in probably the last third of the game, you learn that Frank Fontaine is actually a different character, and he has been luring you to do stuff to get him more power in Rapture and to overthrow Andrew Ryan. So there's a lot of interesting twists and turns with him being a companion. So, but he is there with you as a companion through a good chunk of the game, and he grows into the antagonist of the person who you're actually going to take down at the end of the game. So very interesting, very cool, very good world building, especially for Rapture, and all his way he is incorporated in the overall story and the story of Rapture. All right, and the last one is another interesting companion character, and one that you really don't ever see in the game. And that's for the game Bastion. This is Supergiant's first game, an excellent one as well. You guys will be familiar with Supergiant games for probably mainly Hades, but they also did Transistor and Pyre. But anyway, so Bastion, the kid, that's the name of the character here, is going through this whole story of a very interesting action game, but he is accompanied by what we know as the narrator. And the narrator just basically does what his name says. He narrates everything that's going on in the game for the kid, including interesting choices, like when you fall off the edge of the map, and the narrator will say that the kid died in various forms, and when he comes back, and then just says everything that you're actually doing in the game. It's a very interesting concept of how the narrator just is with how you are controlling the kid. It incorporates what you are doing. It's not a set script. So it's very cool, it's very interesting, and he lives and gives a very good, important part into Bastion. Alright guys, there you have it. 3 companion characters that I really liked in video games. So, hey, let me hear about yours. Let me hear them in the comments or whatever. I don't care. It's all good. And thanks for watching.